Hey everyone. I'll get into the housekeeping after, but first let's just do what you're all here from the title to do, which is the Vinegar Syndrome April package plus a couple other discs unboxing. So, a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot, but a vocal amount of people seem to be disappointed by the flash pre-order reveals for the halfway to Black Friday sale, which happens Memorial Day weekend. But it seemed like everybody was like really pumped for the April package. And since the April package, or the releases for April, are not going to be discounted during the halfway to Black Friday sale, I think the cutoff stops at the February releases, and then I think March and April and so on are not discounted. Figured I'd go ahead and pick that up because I knew they were going to be hot commodities for the people who are waiting for the sale. To buy their stuff, and they seemed like pretty cool reveals. I also did participate and ordered the Flash pre-order for that, because 6-string samurai and stuff seemed cool. But let's just go ahead and get to the unboxing. So, trusty little scissors here. Let's find out where to cut. Cut. Cutting up the box with the cool packing tape Vinegar Syndrome uses, which I'm surprised they don't sell, because I'd probably wrap everything in them. I think you can take a blow dryer. I don't own a blow dryer, but if I did, you could probably take that and do that as well, I'm guessing, to take it off. Alright. Should be enough to open it, and we're packed in here with cool bubble wraps and such, not the annoying packing peanuts that Severin tries to do. So yeah, it's 2 little packets, so let's take them out, one side by each, as they say in New England, where I'm originally from, and hey, side by each. Okay. Throw that there. First, we got The Cellar. I know this is from the director of Witchboard, Witch Trap, and Night of the Demons. And I know this has a director's cut as well as the theatrical on it. Have never seen the film, but I've heard fairly good things. I'm sure there's alternate artwork, but they have the regular, the slipcase artwork on the front there. Let's see what we got in here as far as extras. Newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm original camera negative and the director's personal 35mm lab print, I assume the latter for the director's cut. It includes 2 versions of the film, theatrical cut and unseen director's cut. There's a group commentary on both versions by director, actress, and actor, introduction by the director, and then a brand new extended making-of documentary featuring interviews with the cast and crew. It doesn't say feature length, but I assume it's lengthier than your average extra documentary there. So, looking forward to that. Good little creature feature monster movie there. Then we got the VSA release, which is Grave Secrets. I know nothing about this, but looks like a ghoul there. And this one has a pentagram here, so maybe witchcraft or satanic stuff's going on. Let's see. Pulling it out here. And let's see what's extras on here. Newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm interpositive. There's an audio interview with the director, and that's about it. I mean, obviously the reversible artwork is a poster, as all the VSAs have. What is this about? Yeah, let's see. Haunted Bed and Breakfast, Paranormal Psychologist. Yeah, could be good. I don't know. I'll find out when I watch it. And then this was a March release that is not going to be included with the half-off Black Friday sale, at least as far as I know. That's why I picked it up here. This is Rush Week. From what I've heard from the reviews on the in the Vinegar Syndrome fan group on Facebook and on the blu-ray.com forums, is that this one is light on gore but heavy on nudity. And it's late in the slasher cycle. I think it's from '89, if I recall correctly. Yeah, 1989. Let's see, this is newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm interpositive. There's an interview with one of the actors, an interview with an actress, and a commentary track from The Hysteria Continues. I still have yet to listen to one of their audio commentaries on the many Vinegar Syndrome releases I have, but I have listened to their podcast through YouTube. I'm not a big podcast person, but I've checked them out, and they tend to have good tidbits and such. So at some point I'll go back and give these a rewatch with their commentary. But yeah, like a sorority slasher, might be a fun little 80s cheese. So I figured, pick that up before the sale, because you never know how fast some of this shit's gonna sell out. And then they got All American Murder, which yes, that is Christopher Walken, and a nice gory back on the slipcover. This seemed interesting not just because it's a Vinegar Syndrome movie with an actual, star in it, Oscar winner Christopher Walken, but Brad Henderson, who's one of the Vinegar Syndrome employees who's fairly active on Twitter, he posted a couple snippets of this movie on Twitter, and there was one where Christopher Walken is saying something like, "I never forget a face, especially if I've sat on it." It's my horrible Christopher Walken impression. So I figure this seems interesting. So, newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm interpositive, commentary track with The Hysteria Continues, an interview with one of the actors, interview with the cinematographer. So this should be interesting, I think. It's like I guess it's a murder mystery. This says it's a hybrid between a slasher and a giallo. And I know it's a director who mostly did TV movies or something, but in direct-to-video stuff, but this actually did get a theatrical release, I guess. Maybe a minimal one. But yeah, this seemed definitely interesting as far as the early 90s stuff, which I kind of wish they'd release a bit more of. Well, not necessarily that. This is aside. This is apropos of nothing. But of one of the subgenres that I really like the movies of that Vinegar Syndrome sometimes releases is I wish they put out more erotic thrillers, stuff like In the Cold of the Night and Party Line. That stuff I find to be very entertaining, even if it's really bad. But I don't know how well they sell. And this is another March release that I got, Death Promise, which is like a martial arts movie. My stepdad would call them chop-socky movies if they were particularly cheesy. In the back it says, "Filthy rich landlords get away with murder. It's time they pay for it." This has a really interesting original trailer where they're talking about the evil landlords. And while I'm not a tanky, I do have a certain sympathy for the Maoist position of murdering all landlords. So let's see, this one is newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm original camera negative. There's an interview with the editor and a theatrical trailer, and that's about it. Very interested in this. I'm usually not big on the martial arts or the kung fu movies, especially the cheap ones. But the idea of this guy just roundhouse kicking landlords just seemed like it would be up my alley. So yeah, that's why I decided to pick that up. And then last but not least, probably the thing most people were very excited about in the April pre-orders is this box set, Homegrown Horrors, Volume 1. This is supposed to be, hopefully, an ongoing box set thing, much like their Forgotten Jolly box sets, of regional, low-budget, forgotten kind of regional horror movies, places made outside of the normal, New York, LA, big hubs of production. So you got, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Wisconsin, all the random, non-normal movie production places. I guess nowadays it'd also be like Atlanta, maybe New Orleans a few years ago when they had the tax credit. So the three movies on here are Fatal Exam, Beyond Dream's Door, and Winter Beast. The only one I'm kind of familiar with is Winter Beast, only because there was an episode of Best of the Worst on Red Letter Media where they covered it, and it looked bug nuts bizarre with its, stop-motion animation creatures and stuff. The box sets are always really cool, the designs of the box sets from Vincent here. So let's take these puppies out. Let's see, Winter Beast comes out first. Let's see, a lot of these have quite voluminous extras as far as these go, too. So, We got a brand new commentary track with one of the producers, an archival commentary track with the director, same producer, and the cinematographer. There's an unfinished early work print version of the film called It Came from Lone Peak. It's an interview with the producer. Man, this producer is really kicking it. A new interview with one of the actors, a new interview with another one of the actors. They both have the same last name. Seems like it's a family affair. An interview with one of the actresses, a new interview with another actor, a new interview with filmmaker Simon Barrett. I believe that's the Simon Barrett who wrote The Guest. I follow him on Twitter. He was also interviewed on a review of Red Letter Media. I think he was also guest starred in some Best of the Worsts. So yeah, cool guy. An archival making of documentary, some archival deleted scenes, an audio interview with the composer, and archival soap opera footage. I guess there's footage within a footage, like Invitation to Love and Twin Peaks, I guess. I don't know, and this is newly restored and scanned from its 2K, from its original 16mm and Super 8 film elements. You don't see a lot of Super 8 going on, so so that's interesting. I like the look of 16mm. A 16 blown up to 35 with that film grain. It looks, for low budget films, I'd rather see that than some of this cheap digital shit you see on fucking Amazon Prime with these movies that are 9 times out of 10 released by Gravitas Ventures. We got Beyond Dream's Door, which rumor has it is the best of these 3 movies. See, this separates, if it'll focus, and I can avoid the glare, special features new and special features archival. So that's kind of cool, they separate them in blocks. So there's a brand new making of documentary with interviews of the cast and crew, a brand new group commentary with the director, the cinematographer, and 2 of the actors, and a brand new commentary track with an actor, moderated by Dave Parker. I don't know who Dave Parker is. And then the archival, there's a different group commentary track with the director. There's 4 commentary tracks in this movie. A making of documentary, an FX featurette, a montage of unused and alternate takes, unused and alternate FX footage, bloopers and behind-the-scenes footage, local news coverage. That's when you know it's a regional movie, when the local news comes out to cover it, because it's a big deal, they're filming a movie. Multiple deleted scenes, I guess that's different from the montage. Multiple trailers, and then multiple short films with commentary tracks. And this is newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 16mm original camera negative with tape inserts. So they fully loaded that one. That is a lot of extras for this movie that most people have probably never heard of. And then lastly, Fatal Exam, which is the slasher of the bunch. And from what I've heard, it is way too long. It says 114 minutes. And I've heard it's rather boring, but it's the slasher, so, we'll see. And this one is newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 16mm original camera negative. There's a group commentary track with the director, 3 of the actors, a composer, and the special effects person. There's a brand new extended making of documentary with interviews with the cast and crew. So, yeah, these movies have gotten probably more love than they would ever have thought, and possibly more than they deserve. So that is the April package, plus 2 from March, that I figured I'd get, because they won't be discounted in 3 weeks when I spend more money at Vinegar Syndrome. Housekeeping. I did not upload any videos in April. I was busy getting new glasses, going to the dentist, getting a new tattoo, busy at work, other stuff, general laziness. But here's what I got going on. I'm going to try to upload a handful of videos this month. One that I've already filmed some parts of is my Dave's Film Faves video for Serbian film, where I kind of take a deep dive into why I like that movie and the controversies behind it and all that stuff. And then I got 2 suggestions from comments on the channel that I thought were pretty good and would make good videos. One was asking for sort of a Dave's Film Faves list of my favorite directors, and I thought, yeah, that could be fun. Why don't I do that? And then another was a Dave's Film Faves of the Before trilogy, Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight, because they are 3 of my favorite films. I'm a huge Ethan Hawke simp, as is well noted on many other videos here and anywhere on my online presence. So I thought that would be fun. And I also haven't watched those 3 movies in a little bit of time, but I have the Criterion box set back there. So I might want to rewatch them over the next couple weeks and give my thoughts. And I thought that might be fun. People like those movies, right? They should. So those are my short-term plans for the channel right now. Obviously, I've done a lot of videos over the past couple months about just general post-COVID movie news, but the news just changes so rapidly that after a while the videos become meaningless. It's like I can talk about Godzilla Kong and how that movie's going to be profitable overall, or Mortal Kombat's like huge second week drop, or that anime piece of shit that's big. I hate anime, so sorry if you're a Demon Slayer fan. Dave, Demon Slayer Money Train, or whatever it's called. But maybe after a while, because, this weekend I'm going to be busy. The weekend after that, Spiral comes out. I'm going to go see that. Maybe I'll do a review. Maybe I won't. But I'll have enough gist for the grill to make a movie news like recap if people want to see that. But that's my general short-term plans for at least the month of May and maybe early June for this channel. So thanks for sticking with me for not having any videos for a month, if you did stick. But yeah, got my Vinegar Syndrome today, which is today's Cinco de Mayo, and it's also Karl Marx's birthday. The philosopher, not my cat, who's also named Karl Marx. My cat's birthday is in October. So I got a present for Karl Marx's birthday, including a movie about murdering landlords. So have a good one, everyone. Take care. I guess I should say like and subscribe and ding notifications and thumbs up the video and all the stuff, all the algorithm stuff, so that people can find my nerdy I am a doppelganger for Moby face. So yeah, do all the things. See ya.